first time his fiancée pushed him toward the cliff. Ketan survived. At least, that's what his family now believes. He grabbed onto something, managed to stop himself from falling, and when he turned around, confused and terrified, his fiancée gave him an explanation. A snake. She said she'd seen a snake near him. She panicked and pushed him because she was trying to save him. And Ketan believed her. He actually thanked her. 4 days later, his fiancée asked him to return to the same fort, the same trail, the same cliff. This time, according to police, she didn't come alone. Tonight we're going to Pune, India, to talk about the death of 26-year-old businessman Ketan Agarwal, a man who was planning his wedding, planning a birthday trip, planning a future with the woman he loved, while police allege that his future wife was planning how to make his death look like an accident. Welcome to the podcast, You Can't Unhear. Ketan Agarwal was 26 years old. He came from Pune, Maharashtra, and belonged to a successful business family. His father, Siya Goyal, was involved in real estate. Ketan was the family's only son. He had studied business abroad and returned to India to work as a director in the family company. And from the way people described him, Ketan didn't behave like the stereotypical spoiled rich kid. He was polite, respectful, quiet. The kind of son who seemed to have followed the path laid out for him almost perfectly. Study, return home, join the family business, eventually marry. In many Indian business families, marriage can also involve family introductions, connections, compatibility between households. And in early 2026, the Agarwal family was introduced to another business family, the Goyals. Their daughter was a 20-year-old woman named Siya. Siya was 6 years younger than Ketan. And according to reports, Ketan's family initially had concerns about the age difference. Ketan was already working. His career had begun. Siya was only 20. But the families continued talking. And eventually, the match moved forward. On February 16th, 2026, Ketan and Siya became engaged. The wedding was reportedly planned for November. And this wasn't going to be a small wedding. The families had begun preparing an extravagant destination celebration in Rajasthan. One report described an extremely expensive palace venue being considered for the event. From the outside, Ketan's future looked almost ridiculously perfect. And according to his family, Ketan genuinely liked Siya. This wasn't simply a man reluctantly accepting an arranged marriage. He became emotionally invested and believed Siya would become his wife. But there was something about her that bothered him. Her phone. Siya was constantly using it, messaging, calling, looking at the screen. And according to Ketan's father, his son eventually began expressing concerns. He reportedly asked whether Siya might be talking to someone else, whether there could be another man. But the wedding preparations continued, because what Ketan didn't know was that there allegedly was another man. His name was Chetan Chaudhary. Chetan was 22. And according to investigators, Siya and Chetan had been romantically involved before her engagement to Ketan. Some recent reports even say police are now investigating claims that Siya and Chetan may have secretly married months before Ketan's death. That detail is still being verified, but investigators are clear about one thing. Siya and Chetan were in extremely frequent contact. Phone records showed thousands of calls between them, hours and hours of conversation. While Ketan was preparing to marry Siya, Siya was allegedly maintaining this secret relationship with Chetan. And eventually, the two began discussing Ketan. Not how to tell him, not how to end the engagement, not how to explain everything to their families. How to remove him. Because Siya allegedly feared what would happen if she simply cancelled the wedding. Family shame, social consequences, questions, rumours. Two wealthy families had already announced the engagement. Plans had begun. Money had been spent. People knew. And according to investigators, Siya and Chetan began thinking of another solution. If Siya cancelled the wedding, she would be blamed. But if Ketan died, she would become the grieving fiancé, a young bride-to-be who lost her future husband in a terrible accident. No scandal, no embarrassing cancellation, no need to explain Chetan, just grief and sympathy. According to Pune Rural Police, the planning was not impulsive. They allegedly researched murder online. Police later said both had searched for information related to killing. More recently, investigators reportedly discovered that Siya had also researched another high-profile Indian murder case involving a husband killed during a trip. And then they chose a location. Lohagad Fort. Lohagad is an ancient hill fort, around 90 kilometers from Pune. The name roughly means Iron Fort. It's beautiful, especially during monsoon season. Green hills, fog, old stone steps. Tourists come for the views. Couples take photographs. Families hike the trail. But parts of Lohagad are surrounded by extremely steep drops. One area is known as Vinchu Kada, the scorpion's tail, a long, narrow section of the fort stretching across the mountain. And according to police, Siya began taking Ketan there. The first documented visit investigators focused on happened on May 31st. Ketan and Siya went to Lohagad. At the time, there was nothing obviously suspicious about it. An engaged couple visiting a beautiful fort. Taking photographs, spending time together. But police now believe Siya may have been studying the location, looking at the cliffs, the paths, the number of tourists, where cameras might be, and where someone could fall. According to investigators, there was also an attempt to return on June 4th, but Ketan's mother reportedly didn't allow him to go. Then Ketan made plans of his own. Siya's birthday was approaching, June 19th, and Ketan wanted to surprise his fiancée. Bali. A birthday trip, a romantic vacation, pre-wedding memories. Ketan arranged the trip. Hotels, travel, everything. But according to investigators, the Bali trip created a problem for Siya and Chetan because Ketan was supposed to die before then, and suddenly he was about to take Siya out of India. On the way to the airport, something strange happened. Siya's passport disappeared. According to reporting on the police investigation, the driver later described Siya returning to the vehicle because she had supposedly forgotten something. Afterward, the passport could not be found. No passport, no Bali. The trip was cancelled. Police now believe Siya deliberately removed or discarded the passport to sabotage the vacation. Ketan must have been disappointed, but he still didn't understand what was happening around him. Then came June 14th, 4 days before his death. Ketan and Siya returned to Lohagad Fort, and this visit would later become extremely important. According to Ketan's family and police allegations, something happened near the cliff. Siya pushed Ketan. Ketan nearly fell, but somehow he managed to save himself. Imagine that moment. The ground disappearing beneath your feet, your body moving toward open air, hundreds of feet below you. You grab something, a branch, a rock, anything, your heart pounding. You pull yourself back. Then you look at the person standing behind you, your future wife, and she tells you there was a snake. She says she panicked. She was trying to protect you. Ketan believed her. And according to his father's account, Ketan even accepted that Siya had saved him. That's the detail I cannot stop thinking about, because if police are correct, the first attempt failed. And Ketan walked away, believing his alleged attacker was his rescuer. After that experience, Ketan reportedly did not want to return to Lohagad, which is completely understandable. He had almost fallen from a cliff. But Siya's birthday was coming. Ketan had apparently planned a much larger celebration. Reports describe rooms being booked at a luxury property for family and guests. Siya supposedly said she didn't want that. She wanted something quieter, more intimate, just the two of them. And she wanted to go back to Lohagad, their special place. Eventually, Ketan agreed. Meanwhile, according to police, Siya and Chetan were finalizing their plan. Investigators say the two met at a cafe on June 17th, one day before Ketan died. Police later reviewed evidence connected to that meeting, and more recent investigative reports claim Siya and Chetan had even rehearsed the murder beforehand on another hill. Chetan allegedly practiced pushing Siya. A simulation. How much force? How to approach? How the body would move? This wasn't rage. It wasn't panic. They practiced. June 18th, 2026. The day before Siya's birthday. Ketan and Siya travelled to Lohagad Fort. Somewhere nearby, Chetan was allegedly following them. But Chetan had taken precautions. Investigators say he left his phone at home. That way, if police checked location data, his phone would appear somewhere else. His domestic helper later reportedly confirmed the phone had been left behind. Chetan travelled separately, on a scooter. And when CCTV cameras captured a man believed to be him near the fort, he looked strange. A hoodie, headphones, a mask. The temperature was around 33 degrees Celsius. Hot. And this man was dressed as if he desperately did not want his face or body to be recognised. Police later compared the hoodie and physical appearance with images from Chetan's social media. They believed it was him. Ketan and Siya continued walking. Chetan allegedly followed at a distance. And according to investigators, they had a system. Signals, small movements. Siya would look back, Chetan would respond. At one point, CCTV allegedly captured unusual gestures between them. A man in the hoodie, the bride-to-be, communicating without speaking. Because Ketan was walking between them, with no idea that the two people around him allegedly knew exactly what was about to happen. Eventually, they reached the cliff area. Fog. Rock. Open valley. A drop of almost 120 meters. According to the police theory, Siya sat or squatted down. She appeared to drink water. But investigators say that movement was the signal. Now. Chetan approached. Ketan was standing near the edge, and police allege Chetan pushed him. Ketan fell. Nearly 400 feet. This time, there was no branch, No second chance. No snake story. Ketan Agarwal was dead. Chetan allegedly fled, back toward his scooter, away from the fort. Siya remained. And then she screamed. She cried. She called Ketan's mother. According to reports, Siya said Ketan had fallen while trying to take photographs of her. A terrible accident. And initially, people believed her. Because Lohagad can be dangerous. Tourists do fall. An engaged couple had gone hiking. One of them got too close to the edge. Tragedy. Case closed. Except Ketan's family didn't believe it. His father knew his son. His sister knew him. Ketan had climbing experience. This trail wasn't unfamiliar. And there was something about Siya's story, something about the circumstances, that felt wrong. So the family pushed police to investigate. And the accident began changing shape. Police checked Siya's phone, then her communication records, and they found Chetan. According to different reports, the exact number varies, but investigators described an extraordinary volume of contact between Siya and Chetan. Hundreds of hours. A relationship hidden behind Ketan's engagement. Then police checked CCTV, the man in the hoodie, following, watching, the strange movements, the signals. Investigators began reconstructing the timeline. What looked like one man's tragic fall was becoming a map. Every detail pointing backward. Every strange moment suddenly gaining another meaning. On June 23rd, police arrested Siya Goyal and Chetan Chaudhary. They were accused of murder and criminal conspiracy. During the investigation, both reportedly made statements about the plot. But more recently, they have also begun blaming each other. Siya says Chetan was responsible. Chetan points back towards Siya. Police have taken the accused back to Lohagad Fort. The crime scene has been reconstructed. A dummy was used to study the fall. Investigators are also examining digital evidence. Gait analysis has reportedly been considered to help identify the hooded man captured on CCTV. And as of July 2026, this case is still developing. There has been no final conviction. New details continue to emerge, including claims that Siya and Chetan may have secretly married before Ketan's death. Police are still verifying that. But one fact remains. Ketan was preparing for a wedding in November. His family had begun planning. A future had been built around him. And according to the police case, the woman standing beside him in those engagement photographs was secretly communicating with another man while discussing how Ketan could disappear. Ketan's father later asked the question almost everyone asks when hearing this story. Why? Why not simply say no? Why not cancel the wedding? Yes, families would talk. People might gossip. Money might be lost. There would be embarrassment. But Ketan would still be alive. Instead, if the police allegations are proven, two people looked at all those uncomfortable consequences and decided murder was easier. And I think that's what makes this case so disturbing. Ketan didn't know he was supposed to be afraid of the woman beside him. He loved her. He was going to marry her. He thought he knew who she was. Ketan even believed the first time he almost fell from that cliff, Siya had saved his life. I'm sure there will be a part 2 as the case is still developing. Don't forget follow and subscribe so you don't miss any updates. Share this to your family and friends who are into true crime podcasts. And until next time, stay curious, stay safe. I'll see you on the next episode of the podcast You Can't Unhear.